Hey folks, welcome back. Today we're continuing with our Space Haven Alpha 18 playthrough. Brutal difficulty. Let's get started. Okay, so when last we left off, we had just defeated a Slavers Guild ship, the SGS Cuttlefish, and their ship is currently in the process of exploding, which is good for us. We can recall our fighters if we haven't done that. There's a new update coming to sound alerts, but we need some permissions. That's a new one. Is that an actual thing from my stream extensions, or is that a weird scammy spam thing? I don't know. Give me 1 second, please. So I do have the sound alerts extension installed, so it's possible that this is legit, but I'm going to go through the Twitch dashboard and open it rather than going through the link that's provided there in the chat. But it looks like it's the same link, so... Alright, I think that's sorted now, so hopefully the sound alert should work. Can I play a quick test sounds? Should have done this before I started the recording, sorry about that. Looks like I got a random sound here. That hardly was audible. Hold on. My alerts. Oh right, I have buttons on my Stream Deck to do this. There we go. Seems like it's working perfectly. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, we are recalling our fighters to come back to our bay, and we are going to think about sending a boarding party over, but I think our crew needs a little bit of a nap first. So there's a slight possibility they might send over a boarding party to try to get onto our ship, so we've got to watch out for that. It has happened to me once or twice. I'm not sure if it can happen after the ship was destroyed or it was just very coincidental close timing, but... What, another one? Okay. I think this one left the sector a minute ago and just came back. This guy is down to one turret here. Let's actually... We already have a fighter out. Do I want this fighter to be out right now? He's like the leader of the flight wing. I don't want that. Let the military alliance do their thing first. I'll just shoot at him. What's going on here? Remember when I talked about boarding us a minute ago? Well, here you have it. Let's go ahead and get our guys over here. I'm just gonna grab whoever's around because I don't know. The problem with like when somebody's on one of these fighters or something, it doesn't let me select that command group. It only shows me that one person, so I don't know who's on my OA teams anymore. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna grab a bunch of people that are in the area, and we're gonna shove them in the airlock and see what happens. And it'll be fine. Trust me. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's grab everybody who's there right now. We are going to close these doors. I was just talking about this with somebody on the Discord the other day, about whether these doors present a security vulnerability, whether it's possible to contain somebody in the area where the storage is located, or in the airlock area, or whether they're going to get out into the surrounding areas. So what I'm going to do here is I'll unlock all these doors before they get on board. And we get our guys in here. It looks like we got there just in time. They blew up our cover, which is unfortunate. I feel like these guys are a little bit better than the usual boarding team. Maybe because they have lasers or something, I don't know. But they're doing a lot of damage to our guys, actually. Let's try to do that. And that. Okay, we got rid of him. There's another shuttle over there that docked with us for some reason, but there's no people on board it, so I don't know what their story is there. Let's send our wounded crew members immediately to the medbay. So that was a little rougher than I expected it to be. We had a couple crew members get injured here, but we made it through okay. We're going to send our wounded crew members to the medbays immediately. Now, did that shuttle come from this ship or that ship? I think it came from this ship. There's still a shuttle on board here, right? Maybe not. Maybe it did come from this. No, okay, the two shuttles from that ship are going over to the military alliance ship, so they don't stand a chance. I think the military alliance is going to wipe them out. So we won't worry about that any further from this point. Can send people to the medbay who are injured, even if they're not actually bleeding at the moment. Like Chloe, for example, here. Let's go ahead and talk to these folks. If you wait too long, they will eventually get free. You gotta negotiate with them and take them as prisoner. Or, you know, accept their surrender, take whatever they offer to send you, or whatever. Okay, so we got prisoners now. Very good. Now, we can unlock our doors. Make sure there's no other shuttle coming with, like, another group of guys. Doesn't look like it. And it looks like this ship is also about to blow up, which is good for us. Both of our airlocks are damaged now. That, like, enemy shuttle, like, flying around my airlock makes me nervous, but it's not actually doing us any harm. Just there. Okay, we've destroyed the Rabid Bunny, which is the other Slavers Guild ship in the sector. So that was an exciting start to a stream, I feel like. It was a little bit unusual scenario there. Let's try to get our cover rebuilt. We have a fire on board the Carpos. We'll check that in a second. Looks like they got it under control already. Very good. So many job errors. I wonder if there's some kind of pathing issue that I'm not picking up on. I think it has something to do. I think sometimes this happens because there's like a single wide corridor that multiple people are trying to go through in opposite directions. That's my theory. But I don't know. Can't say for certain. Should move this hull stabilizer or rearrange this area at some point, I think. We have industries enabled, battle stations are disabled. Checking and seeing if there's anything that could be causing this error. I'm not seeing anything. Sorry, we're doing some funny business so I could do whole construction while we're fighting here. They still in a starfighter for some reason. Can we return home? Is that an option? Might have been going after this, which is slowly heading for our ship, but I'm not that worried about it. No full shields and 2-point defense turrets up front, so even if the fighters don't catch it, we'll stop it. Which, I'm not even sure if that's going to hit the ship or not. I think it might. You guys are probably going to want some medical attention? No? Okay. They want to capture the slave master, probably captain of the SGS Zodiacal Light, and return them to the ship in the current sector. What was I doing with the locks here? Let's open up all these storages. I was starting to do that and I got sidetracked. That, you know what? That's probably causing all the job errors. The fact that they couldn't get to the storage. Derp. Yeah, so half of them disappeared as soon as I unlocked this storage. The question is, do we want to go over there and board them and try to take them? I mean, we have so many prisoners already. We have a crew of, what is this, 4, 8, 16, 23 people already. And we have 2, 3, 4, 5 prisoners that are available for us to recruit. So that's like almost a 36 prisoners, counting Ramona here, who's currently recovering in the medbay. Since we have almost 30 people in the crew already, we don't really need more people. I mean, we counted the prisoners as crew members, which they're not currently, but they will be eventually. I'm going to start recruiting Boris Antoine Fernandez here, who came on the ship a little bit earlier and is now ready to think about joining. Gotta be a little careful when recruiting the prisoners. If they decide that they are really unhappy and they decide that they have a higher rebellion chance than a recruitment chance, it's likely they'll eventually rebel, and when that happens it can cause big problems because some of these guys are still armed usually. Like, they don't always get all of their gear removed, and they'll like make their way to storage as soon as they can and try to get rifles, and they'll, you know, if there's like somebody in there with them trying to do recruiting, they'll like beat that person up. So it's a bad time. I want to avoid that as much as possible. What is this here? There's 4 Slavers Guild people just like flying across open space here. I guess those must have been fighters from the Slavers Guild ship that got shot down, right? I'm assuming. I didn't happen to notice that they had fighters. That's a weird one. Okay. And maybe that all of the people from that ship started evacuating to the other ship already. Before the, they might have started the process of evacuation before this other ship got destroyed. And maybe they transited across through space because we blew up all their shuttles. I don't know. Some weird circumstances. That was a meteor. I'm just gonna chill here for a minute because I'm not gonna send a wounded away team to board an enemy ship. I would like to build another shuttle bay at some point, but I'm not entirely sure where to put it. I don't think this is a good spot, although it is almost the right size, because I want to use this for more crew quarters. Cultists. Man, so rude. There's so many enemy ships in this area. Jeez. Okay. What was I doing over here? I was making this area a little bit wider and narrower. So I was trying to trim it down like that to make a little more room for me to build out this pylon. Something like... Still kind of ugly looking, isn't it? I mean, if we make the whole thing wider, it's not that bad. The power node section doesn't really need to be wider. It's really only from here that we need extra space if we're going to fit wider systems. I think that looks okay. And then what we're going to do, I'm gonna move these guns forward once we get this construction done, and once we're done dealing with the cultists here, because we're not gonna get this whole thing done in 7 hours probably. I'm making space to put larger guns here, basically. So the larger guns are gonna go like that, and then I'm gonna move these little guns forward to part of the ship that's more up here, because they don't require ammo, so that I don't need crew members to get to them as frequently. It's better to have the ones that use ammo back here, or energy cells, as the case may be. Trying to think. So I want to fit the 3x3 guns here. That's one gun. It's two guns. Two guns. Three guns. Okay, that's perfect. And then up here we have... So this is going to be a wall. One gun, space, two guns, space, three guns. So it's going to the final layout is going to look like that. At least the final layout for those weapon pylons. We're going to add more stuff in the bow section here. Thinking, do we want to try to make it like curved or anything cool like that? We could. So what if we just shifted that over one like this? Maybe we do it, shift it over two, and then shift the next one over one, something like that. Just trying to make it improve the aesthetics a little bit without impacting performance. So this, we would need an extra node there. Do we? No, maybe we don't. So yeah, because I need a way to get around, right? So I have to either have an extra node there, an extra node there. I think I'm miscounting this somehow. Oh, so this would be a weapon in the corner here. And then over here, we actually need an extra node here so they can get around this one. And then I think we're good. And then... I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. We'll see about it once we get the hull built out. We can always make changes. So probably what I'm going to do here is when the cultists arrive, I'm just going to leave the sector so we can go heal up somewhere else and then come back. And all these slavers will be dead and we'll be able to loot their ships when we get back to the sector. Are we managing to produce any food yet? Not at this point. Okay, we're down to the 3-hour mark. It's time to start thinking about spinning up the hyperdrives. It's nice of the military alliance to shoot down asteroids for us. Appreciate it, buddies. All of our various little craft have to come back to their berths so we can get ready for jump here. We can shoot at these guys, the cultists, as they come into the sector here. We're not going to get into any boarding actions. If they try to board us, we're just going to leave the sector. The thing about dealing with derelict ships like this, after you destroy an enemy ship, you have to decide, like, do I want to try to board them and take enemy crew members alive, or do I want to just wait for them to die? Like, taking over the ship while they're unconscious is kind of like the worst of both worlds, because you can either... if you try to bring them back on board your ship, they'll end up waking up and, like, rebelling and trying to fight your crew members. And if you don't do that, then... Well, these guys already have their shields down. How about that? That's nice of them. Let's, we were aiming at that before. Let's continue aiming at that. Forgot that we fought these guys already earlier. They have an extra ship now compared to before? I think they do. I don't think the military alliance is enemies with the cultists, so I think we're kind of on our own here. Looks like they're starting to do hull damage. Kind of hoping to get their shields, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. I want to make sure they don't destroy enemy weapons here, hopefully. Okay, we got time to jump, unfortunately. Okay. It was two groups of cultist ships, so one of them's staying and one of them's going to this other sector. We can stop back at this sector. This will give us a good place to rest for a minute. There's another Slavers Guild ship on the way, but we'll probably be gone before they get here. Just need a minute to like recuperate, recharge our shields. We'll get some basic ore while we're here, if our crew schedules permit. Ship's getting bigger. Okay, we're down to an hour now, so probably should have left a little bit earlier, actually. Looks like we're in time, though. Almost. Another group of Slavers Guild ships with no shields up. We can punish these guys for sure. I'm gonna go for one of the little guys to target the hyperdrives. Oops, I didn't mean to go on full fast forward there. Alright, we're recharged. I have to limit how many enemy ships I'm trying to fight at the same time here. We'll go after these guys again. So their other escort companion ship is gone. We're already at our weapon station, so we have a bit of an advantage coming into the sector on top of these guys like this, because they're not ready for a fight. Or actually, they might be, because they were fighting us the last time we were in sector with them, but... We're committed to being in the sector for a certain amount of time until our hyperdrives recharge, so we've got to be a little bit cautious of that, I guess you could say. That's one risk when you drop on an enemy ship like this, is like, if you are not able to get your hyperdrives charged before your shields go down, then you could be in trouble. I'd like to be able to build some more weapons and add them to my ship, but this sector is so busy it's kind of hard to get a minute to do that. I need to assign somebody to repair this. That way it's not getting auto-repaired. Maybe we're out of some resource. It's not letting me put anybody on the repairs. Alright, time to go. Yeah, we're just not doing enough damage right now. I want to drop out somewhere that doesn't have a derelict, because I don't want to have another excuse to like get my away team members injured. Deal with one type of firefight at a time. Okay, so we're back here where we were a second ago. Continue our ore harvesting without the interference from the Slavers Guild. Maybe we can get our new weapons done and our crew could finally catch some R&R. It occurs to me we're going to need another power node, because this power node positioning isn't going to cut it here the way we have it. We might have to move it further up along the arm and swap it out. We'll see about that once we get the... Wait a minute. Oh, we got artificial meat research. That's huge. Okay, so let's go ahead and start... low CO2. I'm not happy about that. Here I left room for a CO2 scrubber. Let's put one in, or a CO2 producer. Although putting it next to the gas scrubber isn't the best. Let's look at what our CO2 levels are here. 9. This is at 0%. Food, here it is. I want to put it here because that's like where it fits and where it makes the most sense, but I don't think it makes sense to have it next to a gas scrubber because the gas scrubber is going to eat up the CO2 that this thing produces. Trying to think where else it could be though. We could put it over here on the other side of the hall. There's another gas scrubber that's opposite it here, right, which we don't want. Let's go ahead and move that over here, and then we'll put the CO2 producer here, where the gas scrubber was a second ago. So it's still kind of close to a gas scrubber, but it's not directly next to it anymore. So anyway, I was going to say, let's go ahead and start making some meat. Hey Atomic, happy Thursday. How's it going? Man, I had such a busy day at work today. It's been really crazy. My lunch stream was like 2 hours, actually 3 hours later than usual, because I had just had so much stuff going on. I couldn't take a break. I did eat, but I didn't get an hour to do stuff. Okay, so we're gonna move that up here. We're gonna move this up here. Where are we gonna put this power node? Anyway, how's your busy time to chill in space? Yeah, how is your day treating you? I think we're gonna do like that. And I think we need one more. So that actually looks okay as far as it goes. I could put them on the outside just for consistency's sake, since I'm putting all the other things on the outside. It probably makes more sense to do it that way. Then I can trim off a little bit of hole out here. But I also need to make this a little bit longer, I think. Maybe I don't actually. Let's see. I'll do like that. And then we'll rearrange this area so the power node's in the middle. I think that'll be good enough. I might have to upgrade to a tier 2 power node because I think they have a bigger radius. This is a little bit risky what I'm doing here, only because I'm taking half of my guns offline at one time. It's also going to waste energy a little bit. Finished up Donkey Kong Country 3, so one less game on the back burner. Nice. It's important, you gotta finish what you started. I'm one to talk. I should know. I have so many unfinished games, which is unusual for me. Like, I think it's the streaming that does it to me. It's like, I'm rotating through more games than I normally would. Like, I usually will buy one game and play it for like 100 hours, and then never play it again. But with the streaming, it's like I'm rotating through 4 or 5 games in a week, and so I kind of I'm just in a mood to play certain games to the exclusion of others at sometimes, and that results in me not finishing everything that I play. I'm not one of those people though that collects games on Steam. I feel like that's I mean, if you enjoy that, then that's cool, but for me, it's just can I really afford to spend the money to do that? I don't know. Gotta get this implemented before all these things go under here. Thinking about reclaiming this power block for use somewhere else. I'm trying to decide if I actually need it for anything. Okay, temperature's evening out here. I think I still want one more thermal regulator, though. Let's put it over here. Okay, now around this side. What I'd ideally like to do is wall off this power node here like that. And then over here we can put, I'm just going to block this out for now, we're not going to build everything right at the moment. Oh, I haven't researched the advanced weapon systems yet, whoops. Let's fix that. Energy turret. And rocket turret. We're putting those ahead of the bulletproof vest because I think they take precedence. So for now, maybe we just leave this area empty. At least it's cool looking now. We can maybe put some more of these little guns in here and then replace them with bigger guns later. But I think once we get the layout of the interior area here figured out, we're gonna have to probably gonna have to end up building like one more hull tile or two more hull tiles and moving everything over. That's what's gonna happen probably. Power node. This also wastes so much power, by the way, moving these power capacity nodes. It's like a big waste of energy rods. It used to be in the old power system, you could actually drain the node by just like changing the way it was linked up. And you can't do that anymore in the current version of the game because they got rid of the linking. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and delete these. Maybe I'll move one of these and make it be a backup power node for the hyperdrives. That could be a thing if I can fit it anywhere. Could technically fit there. Put it here, yeah. It'll also help with industry. I think I'm actually going to use both power nodes for that purpose. Unless I demolished them already, did I? No. Okay, so one power node is going to go here. And then this other power node is going to go on this side here. So we've got some backup coverage, so we can power the hyperdrives even if this one node gets damaged for some reason. Well, this other node is right next to the first node, so I don't know. Maybe the place to put it over here, though. We could put it over here. We could put it in the hyperdrive section. That'll work. Anyway, is the crew healed? Are the away team members all better? I think they are. Got some protein deficiencies and stuff like that, but everybody's generally in a good mood. Still no surplus food. We gotta worry about that still. I'm gonna add some more meat into my food rotation here. Looking for empty grow beds that I can program. Here's one for seeds and nuts. So put just a couple units of meat in the rotation to start, and then as grow beds get empty, we'll replace them more, because we don't want to waste the time that's spent and the resources that are spent growing the stuff that's already in there. You do also have to make more grow beds over here eventually. For a crew this size, I think we don't have enough grow beds, even though we have quite a lot of grow beds. This is a very big crew. Did we get our power nodes built over here? There's one. Okay, so we can move this to cover the hyperdrives like so. That covers almost all of the hyperdrives, which is pretty good. And then over here, where's the other one? Wasn't that one? No, it was here. There it is. Still being built. Saying insufficient available. This happens sometimes when you move a thing multiple times, is it you lose the resources that you used to build it, so that's kind of a problem. We'll have to use another power block for that, I guess. Or a unit of... saying that it's a unit of energy scrap. But anyway, that's bugged. So we'll have to... yeah, that happens if you move... if you try to move the thing after it's demolished, but before it gets built again in the new location, sometimes. 3 Slavers Guild ships coming into the sector. So it's Memorial Day weekend here in the United States. So most people have off on Monday. So happy Memorial Day weekend if that's the thing that you celebrate. Okay. I want a spacesuit locker to be near the bridge. I think this could be an okay spot for it, but it's kind of blocking the main corridor, which I don't like so much. I could also put it here since I'm not using this currently for life support. That wouldn't be too bad. I'll put it there for now. We're going to build a nicer space for it, like up in this forward section later. USA doesn't celebrate holidays. It's okay. Not everybody does. I'm not a huge celebrator normally, but I don't know. I'm getting into it a little more as I get older. It's good to like catch up with family, you know, hang out with your friends and have barbecue. Not so much into the I don't know, jingoistic aspect. I appreciate the things that people do for this country, don't get me wrong, but I just wish they didn't have to be done. Risky, are we overweight? We are overweight. I don't know how that happened, but we'll have to jump anyway. This is actually the ship that we were shooting at before, so we might as well shoot at that some more for the next couple seconds that we're in the sector here. We'll chill here until our shields are worn out. Alright, I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna have to fix my hyperdrives, which I'm mildly cranky about. But it's all good. Okay, now this is the pile of derelict ships that used to be the Slavers Guild. So we should be able to drop into the sector and just get a bunch of free loot. Here we go. Oh, and they parked them right next to each other. How convenient. I like the silhouette of our ship right now, by the way. I think that's looking pretty sweet. Okay. I'm just gonna grab a single away team, send them over, and they'll explore the derelicts one after the other. And we will loot and get lots of stuff. Enemy ships that you destroyed yourself always have the most loot. They have way more than derelicts. Because derelicts are already, you know, they're randomly spawned. They've probably already been picked over in lower terms. Assault rifle, that's handy. We'll bring that over along with everything else. I don't need to pick it up right this second. I'm still working. These are the advanced cryopods that you get from researching the robot technology, by the way. We'll have to build some of those eventually, but that's going to be probably like in the last sector or two because they're so expensive to run. Alright, let's go back to here. Oh, we're shooting down asteroids, okay. I feel like the fighter AI is a little weird, like they launch and this guy just kind of just starts circling for no apparent reason. I guess the fighter went on red alert. There it goes. Has to like do 2 loops around the ship before it can go and engage the thing that it's supposed to be targeting. I mean, it looks cool. Maybe it's intentional, I don't know. I think what's happening is the other fighter got assigned a job first, and then this the second fighter didn't get assigned a job until the next tick or whatever, so it's kind of just loitering out there in space for a tick, waiting for something to do. I don't see robots on enemy ships too much. Interesting. Must be a relatively new thing. We get control of that? Like we didn't. It's not giving us control of this ship for some reason. Oh, I bet it must be the robots. I bet if we blow up the robots, it'll give us control. The robot counts as an enemy crew member. That's my bet. No? Did we miss a spot on our exploration? I don't think hailing them's gonna help. One time I had a derelict station that I explored all over, killed all the aliens, and I was like, I killed everything, why wouldn't it let me take over the station? And I submitted a bug report, and as I was typing the bug report, there's like an alien that's still on the screen in a part of the ship that I just like neglected to go after. And when the video went up on YouTube, everybody who watched the YouTube video gave me crap about it, like it's right there. Yeah, so we gotta get rid of these. Okay, I'm gonna bug report this actually. I took over this ship and explored everything, but it won't let me take over because the enemy robots are being counted as crew members. I have to blow them up in order to control the derelict, which doesn't make much sense since they are inert and not threatening my crew. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna loot all this stuff. Oh, lots of good stuff here. Look at this. So both ships have Energium and Hyperium as usual. They all have food. There's all kinds of weapons and stuff on here. I don't need the Slavers Guild collars. We'll leave that one behind. We got water. Basically everything you need to run a ship is on their ships because the NPC ships theoretically have to also run. And then on top of that we get like super blocks, which are very expensive materials, and some other things like that, so it's good stuff. See our operations officers are keeping themselves entertained, shooting down passing asteroids. So there's not enough. I forgot to put a thermal regulator in this pylon thing here. And I had another one over here. So I'm going to put this door in door storage. I don't know if I'm ever going to use it for anything. I'll probably end up just getting rid of it. Well, we might use it up here, actually. I'll put it up here. That's going to be just door storage for now. This can go up to, can be promoted to a wall unit up here. And light line is over here. This can also go into door storage. There, now it's like a double door, but fancier, sort of. Somehow we ended up with more blocks than what we initially started to bring over in the first load. I'm not sure how that happened. I think what happens sometimes is like the crew of the ship has queued up some repair jobs, and since I control the ship now, my crew is doing the repair jobs, which is weird. We should take some energy scrap from both of these ships. That'll probably fix some of these issues. They're doing for biomatter, by the way. We're at 30 right now. I was curious whether we need to build another composter. Got room for like one more here. We can always put some in the robot area if we need to. At some point I gotta get around to remodeling this area. I guess for now let's demolish the lights in here. People sleeping in there because there's not enough beds. Gotta assign more shifts, maybe. This energy turret research is getting done pretty quick. I'm happy with that. Good work, Amy. How many system points do we have left? 20? Let's see how many system points the energy turrets take up when they're done. I think they're the same as the missile turrets, so we can plan accordingly. Yeah, that's just about big enough to cover the whole area. That's perfect. Did we ever get this other power node built over here? We did. So let's go ahead and adjust that. There we go. Cover as much of the industrial zone and the hyperdrives as possible. Are we out of water? Hold on. Whoops. How'd I manage that? Problems. Okay, let's expedite transfer all this stuff. We're gonna leave the energy scrap. How's our oxygen looking? Can open this up to get a little more oxygen available. We have to probably buy water from an NPC ship. Did we get all this? No. Hurry it up, guys, come on. We could go now if we really needed to. I don't think we're in dire straits yet, though. We got plenty of oxygen on the board, and most of the grow beds already have water. But it's going to be a problem very, very soon. We'll get this done quick. We have a big crew, so it shouldn't take long. I'm waiting for this one laser pistol. Alright, that's good enough. Let's get everybody back on board and go find a trading partner. You are getting insufficient resources prompt now from the grow beds, so if we're not careful, we will start losing food. And I forgot to build another hyperdrive. Darn it. Oh well. Waiting for the shuttle to dock. We're good to go. Okay, where's allies? We had some... Oh, actually there's water here. There's ice here. We can just mine that. And we also got a military alliance ship coming into the sector, so that's double good. Double plus good. There we go. As long as there's no robots on the thing here. Yeah, we're gonna do the ice mining first. And then we're gonna do the derelicts. I don't think we have to worry too much about stuff spawning on board here as long as we don't get... Oh, we get the robot fighters. That's a pain. But he's on their coffee break too. It's bad timing. We got priorities though. We gotta get some ice on board pronto. These guys can handle it for now. Let's see, we got 2 full away teams that are pretty much ready to go. Let's send them over and wipe out the robots quickly. We're missing one person, but it's okay. Might be on board one of the fighters. Military Alliance has arrived. Military Alliance, give us your water if you want to live. We'll pay you though. So I'm deliberately splitting up these guys a little bit because of the walking robot gorilla thing. It's called the gorilla in one of the logs, that's why I'm calling it that. One of the data logs. Run, varmint! I have no idea what movie that's from. Yay. Oh, they got a dropship over here. Look at that, that's dangerous business. See, the dropship's called a pony. Grab that. Oh, more friends. Leia's gonna move to the back now. Let's have these guys crouch to minimize their profile here. Man, it's a busy hallway. I don't know about this. Clarissa's getting beat up. I'm gonna move Leia out there. We're gonna move Clarissa back here. StarCraft, they used to call this the Dragoon Dance. Move your injured guys to the back and have your other guys take point. There we go. think that's probably it. Alright, that was it for that derelict. We'll leave the other one alone for the moment. So they're not in danger of spawning any robot space fighters to come after us here. We still see the robot pony on the map there. Take that, leave that. Don't really need soft scrap. It's a lot of fighters for one asteroid. Really happy with how quickly we got a prisoner recruit. Stella, welcome aboard. What do you do? Stella is brave, but not good at shooting. She's a psychopath. That's wonderful. So, Stella, you're gonna be doing logistics and maybe construction? I don't want you doing industry for sure. Probably not botany either. Yeah, logistics, construction, research, and mining, I think, are the safe options here. So let's prevent Stella from breaking anything. Because she's a psychopath. So Stella, you cannot do... Or at least you strongly discourage from doing botany, discourage from doing construction. Maintenance, meh. Mining, yes. Industry, no. Research, yes. Logistics, yes. Medical, no. Okay, I think that's good. Let's give Stella a schedule. What schedules do we have currently? So 3 is the rest schedule. We're not putting anybody on 3. Who would be on schedule 4 currently? Can I remove a schedule? I don't want to remove schedule 5. I want to remove schedule 4. I don't remove schedule 4. That's weird. Okay, well, whatever. Let's set up a 3rd shift. Somebody's IMing me for Mark. I gotta check on that in a second. Let me set this up real quick first. So this is actually, I guess, the 4th shift. 5. It's gonna be that. That. And then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sleep. Eat. Yeah, okay, that looks about right. Okay, so schedule 4, so Stella's gonna be on schedule 4. And do we want to move anybody else? Move somebody from schedule 5 to schedule 4. Who's on schedule 5? Arbitrarily move race to schedule 4. So now, okay, let's look at these guys and see if there's anything else we want to trade for. I was kind of hoping for base metals here, or noble metals, but we're not getting either. We could buy some steel plates and maybe some electronics components. We don't really need electronics components or steel plates right now. We're okay, so we're gonna hold off on that. We already bought all the water that they had. We could buy biomatter if we're desperate for water, which we kind of are, honestly. They still haven't brought us the water that we already bought, so let's wait for that first. Then we're done looting the ship, and the crew's had a cycle to rest. We'll explore the other ship. We have some crew members that are bleeding here. Nikolai, you should probably not be walking around on a derelict ship with a gaping, bleeding wound. Maybe go back to the other ship and get some medical attention. What a concept. Self-care. It's important, guys. The military alliance is going to clear this other derelict for us. That's nice of them. We better send an away team along to accompany them and make sure that they don't take any of our loot. Fighting aliens, okay. Okay, so we're going to suspend salvage ops on this for now. We want to make sure we beat the military alliance to any loot. That's more important than this. Where's our shuttles? One of them's over here waiting for these last couple stragglers. Upper Sophia, apparently. He's just taking a break over there. Wait for one of the shuttles to come back to its berth. There we go. Okay, now I can send out an away team. Or half of an away team, I guess? That's fine. There's no combatants over here, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, we got control instantly because the ship's already been explored. Military alliance stuff got revealed. That's good. Alright, we'll expedite that. Make sure we get all the loot before they do. Hopefully. Then we have to get this data pad. I think there was one over here that we didn't pick up either, is there? No, we did pick up that one. We got all the loot here first because the military alliance isn't going to care about the data pad unless it's a quest objective, which I don't think they'll give us at this point because we've already taken over the ship. The nice thing about having two shuttles, you don't have to worry so much about leaving people behind on derelict ships, because one of the shuttles or the other will eventually come get them sooner rather than later. You want to sell them 5 infrablocks? 20 credit. That's like 300 credits on infrablock. It's not terrible, but yeah, you know what? We'll get infra scrap from the derelict. We'll do them the favor. We got 20 infrablocks actually. Probably we picked up a lot of them from the 2 enemy ships that we just destroyed. What are these fighters doing? Can you guys go back to where you're supposed to be? Back? There we go. Must have clicked the wrong thing there. They're on red alert because asteroid clouds are in the area. There'll be more infrablocks. Water, no. Cannot give away our water. Sorry, we bought that for a reason. We've already used a third of it, including the ice that we picked up. Okay, let's go ahead and start grabbing some infra scrap and hull scrap from here, and then we'll grab the rest of the scrap types from here. I'm gonna let you guys watch people do construction for a minute while I check out what's going on with work. So we'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I wish we could get like these robot structures for our own ships. That'd be really cool. Just be like, we are the Borg. Resistance is futile. Fire all the torpedoes. New mission available from the Maelstrom. They want us to capture a slaver. What else is new? That's okay. That could be a fun mission, actually. We could maybe think about doing that, but I want to get the ship's weapons up to spec first. Okay. And now we're still waiting on the research. Could have multiple research labs if we wanted. So this Grobet has nothing planted. What's that about? Well, I guess we're gonna plant some meat then. As this grow bed is like centrally located right next to storage, I'm giving it a higher threshold than some of the other grow beds. Oh, we actually have a surplus of fruit now. Sweet. Okay, so we can cancel one of the fruit beds and turn it to meat. Oh, I think the surplus of fruit might be temporary. Oh, that dropship decided to launch itself for some reason. Oh, so much for that dropship. I don't need to expedite this anymore, probably. We're still kind of lower on water than I'm comfortable with. Let's check our vapor collection also. It's not too bad. Still like below 100 everywhere. Might want to get one more vapor collector though. You might want to put this thing so we can put another water collector in this life sporty area. Probably gonna end up being like here next to the weapons thing. I really want to build more stuff that's attached to the bridge. Maybe we give up the back side windows here. We just have the front windows. I'm okay with that. It's not like you see that most of the time anyway, right? I don't know, it's kind of cool to see the two windows side by side though. So let's... What if we move the point defense things forward by one? And then we have a little locker here that has an airlock. Just thinking out loud here. We could also... Yeah, we can't build off of here is the thing. We can make one of these 2x grow beds into a 1x2. So yeah, let's... No, I don't want to do that. Being indecisive, sorry. We could get rid of one of these lockers and maybe have something come out of here, but I think that's still going to disrupt the windows. Yeah, it will. What if I just put it here? This is okay, right? It blocks the captain's chair. We could put it on the other side and it'd be the same thing, but it wouldn't. Let's do it like this. So, thinking about the aesthetics as well as the utility. So we definitely want the airlock, the spacey locker there for the utility. But we can have it there for aesthetics. That way we can kind of see all these cool props that we have here on the bridge. I like that idea. I think that's going to work. So now we can put in another water collector over here and make sure that we're collecting all of our water a little bit faster so it doesn't stay in circulation quite as long, especially since we're going to be building a whole new batch of grow beds in the other section here in a minute. This is saying not enough oxygen. borderline. I think we're okay for now. If we get a couple more people on board, though, we'll probably have to put another generator in. We might as well put it in now, I guess. Doesn't really cost us that much. Just cost us some of our precious base metal that we have such a limited quantity of. But we have so many tech blocks and stuff like that, it's not that big a worry. Let's slow down our weapons building, though. Okay, I think we're done with both of these ships. That's looking good. If there's anything else I want to do before we go on to the next sector, probably not really. See how our kitchen supply is looking. We actually got food in our kitchen over here, that's good. This one is out of meat and vegetables, though. That's less good. So we need a little bit more grow bed capacity. We got 16 in for blocks, so let's start building some more grow beds. But we need water first, right? We've already used 12 of the 25 water we had a minute ago. Where's it all go, man? Okay, energy turrets are online. Crew members breathe too much. What's that about, right? Okay, so this is... Okay, gotta have that filled out. Yeah, so I've got one room for one more composter there. And let me, before we do that, let me fix the hyperdrives that I keep forgetting to fix. Let's see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to demolish this cargo port, and we're going to build another hyperdrive over here, and then we're going to rebuild the cargo port on the end there. Okay. That's interesting. The little prong indicators for the cargo port are still there. And then I think we need a little more space here, like that, for the cargo port. We'll probably have to move this power node. We'll see about that in a minute. I'm gonna block this off too, but let's wait until we get the hyperdrive situated in its new location first. That way they can get around to both sides for construction purposes. Storage. Our report isn't really storage as far as game functionality is concerned, but I guess it's considered storage, like RP-wise. Okay, that's just the right size, good. Alright, now this can go over to here. I'll move it all the way back to the corner, actually. I'm gonna cancel this. Hopefully it doesn't delete my power lock again. There we go. Good. Okay, so now we can start putting in some energy cannons. The question is, like, we got to think about, like, overall, what kind of armaments do we want for our ship? So we got some of these little pea shooters to save us energy, right? We need probably a couple energy cannons consistently to take down enemy shields. The question is, do we want to go all energy cannons and try to consistently disable enemy ships? Or do we want missiles to be able to put holes in them and destroy their stuff? I think we probably want a combination of both. So let's put... I'm going to figure out what the spacing of these things is going to be like. That fits just perfectly, actually. I thought we were going to have to expand it. It wasn't going to all fit there. But that's okay. This is good for now. We could also think about having like a magazine here. In other words, like a place to store energy cells so that they can quickly be moved to the weapons. So we'll put in a spot for that. Could have also done that in between the weapons, but I think it makes more sense to have it here, logistically speaking. Okay, so storage. Something I haven't done a lot, I always forget to do until very late in the game, is have specialized storages in different areas for certain types of resources. We should really have one near the med bay too for medical supplies. Okay, so now this what we're going to do here is set up storage rules. So we're going to empty everything out, except for missiles. When we get missiles, we're going to want to have a couple of them here. Let's say 3. And energy cells, let's say 3. And then we'll do the same on the other side. This is also convenient because the robots are right there, so we can actually put a couple extra energy cells in the storage on this side. Actually, we're going to put the missiles up to 5 each, because the missiles tend to go pretty quick. It's only 4 shots per missile magazine thing. Okay, so we got an energy cannon on this side. Let's get another energy cannon on the other side. Beautiful. All right. Now we're going to seriously rip through their shields. It's going to make a big difference. Even with those 2 extra weapons. Alright, and we're off again to try to desperately find more water. So we're going to launch... more tech blocks and infra blocks. Do these guys have any for us to buy? They're not selling us any infra blocks, which is no surprise since they just bought some very expensive infra blocks from us. We'll buy 2 tech blocks, and we'll make the infra blocks from scrap using the recycler. It just takes time. Checking our prisoners over here. Liberty still wants to be free. Gray does not want to join. And Gray's stubborn. And Ramona's almost ready to convert, but not quite. Probably in another day or 2. Alright, and the away team is mostly awake and well rested. Let's go ahead and do our next battle. Alright, we're after this Slavers Guild ship again. These three Slavers Guild ships, excuse me. Wonder we should have taken a different turn, I don't know. Gonna park as far away from them as we can. We're gonna charge up our hyperdrives right away to prepare for jump. And we are going to open fire on... Let's open fire on the one that can shoot at us, because it doesn't make a lot of sense for us to waste, I think, resources shooting at the other ones. They'll eventually send shuttles, but they're not going to threaten to just damage the integrity of our ship. We can easily defend against the boarding people from the shuttles, but defending against enemy ship weapons is another matter. You can see there's a marked difference in how quickly the enemy shields are going down with that one energy cannon that we added. They're way more efficient at that. The shields are so small. With those small shields, I think it's harder to hit them. It might just be better off targeting their weapons. Let's just target their weapons. We're not very accurate with these things. Okay, our hyperdrives are ready whenever. The thing to keep in mind about energy cannons is they don't actually damage the enemy's hull, so they're really good for disabling enemy ships without destroying them. Kind of like ion cannons in Star Wars. They're sending a boarding party over. I don't really want more prospective crew members right now. We are all full up on applicants, so I think we're gonna vamoose, come back later. We probably should have checked first to see whether those guys had anything worth looting, so we could decide whether to come back there or not. There's ice over here. I'm gonna grab that real quick because we're pretty desperate for ice. Oh no, there's a cultist ship. Crap. Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna jump immediately. We're gonna open fire on the cultists. At least their ship's damaged. Oh, their shields are down, but so are ours. Or they will be very shortly here. And immediately start putting holes in our hull, which I'm not a fan of. Let's batten down our hatches here. Our shields actually did take some of the damage. Nebula hasn't quite hit us yet. That's not bad. They want to surrender? Okay, we'll allow it since we're in the Nebula, why not? Be friendly. This is kind of a meager offering, but I guess we'll allow it. We're not releasing their captive crew members, that's for sure. We might fight them again later. But for now, I really just want to get the ice. There used to be a glitch in the game where if you negotiated a ceasefire with an enemy ship while you had weapons fire in flight, they would immediately aggro again after the weapons that were already in flight hit them. They did fix that bug, though, in an earlier version of the game. Oh, man. Oh, so this is why we never looted this sector. Let all the gas circulate for a minute, and then close the vents again. I'm going to cancel the construction of this so that we have these resources available to fix anything that gets broken by the micrometeorites, because we really need this ice. Leave my damn plants alone. We lost a wall segment there. Somebody please fix this micro breach. We're not good at following. Saida is going to get a spacesuit, I think. Okay. He's on it. Best we can ask, really. Let's close this and open this so that the smoke can start to clear out already. Did we get the ice yet? Not entirely sure if this is worth it, if I'm being honest. The amount of grow beds that we're going to lose for these 8 ice units. It's probably worth it. Giant asteroid better not hit us before we jump. Alright, we're good. Time to go. Those are point defenses going off there. We're gonna drop out here because there's no asteroids here. We can repair our shields, recharge our shields, and repair any remaining holes in the ship. The robots aren't that big an issue. Not anymore. I think we can open everything up now. Whether one thing about having enough vapor, water vapor capacity too prevents us from losing water as much whenever there's hull breach. The water vapor level is pretty low right now. What do we got going in here? See a dropship and 4 fighters. Our shields are up, that's good. Let's bring our 2 away teams to the cargo area. We don't need navigation or turrets. We do need shields, ops, and fighters. Missing a crew member here. Who are we missing? Nikolai, you're late. Okay, our point defenses are engaging them. We have like 4 point defense cannons, so we might not even need to launch fighters here. In fact, we might even be able to shoot this down before we land, but it's not going to prevent them from boarding, so it doesn't really matter. So we can blow this up while it's still in the process of docking, but it just means it takes 2 seconds longer for the enemies to board. There he comes. The prisoners can see them across the way. That's interesting. Rude. Don't punch my dudes. Super rude. I wonder what happens if our only airlock gets destroyed by gunfire. I guess we would just have to fix it then, right? Auto. Take a minute to fix the airlock. Let's also finish our weapon construction project that we were working on a minute ago. We got so really distracted from. I think the big question here is, do we want to have like, so we're going to have 6 large weapons. The question is, do we want to have 2 energy and 4 missile, or do we want to have 4 energy and 2 missile, or 3 and 3? 3 and 3 is asymmetrical, so I don't really want to do 3 and 3. I think it's going to be 2 and 4 probably, because these guys can help bring the shields down, and then the missiles can help deal with the hull. Missiles are just so good in ship-to-ship combat. They can work on derelicts too, even. I mean, it's not going to really do much to the derelict, like it's not going to really destroy their hull or anything, but it can kill aliens on board. So they're good for that. Those require us to manufacture missiles, though, which we're not doing currently, but we could be doing if we got some more raw chemicals. I'm not happy with our water supply. It's a perennial problem with large crews. Also out of energy cells for some reason. Out of electronics components. We could buy electronics components from the military when they get in the sector here in a second. I think they had some for sale. Assuming it's the same ship that we saw before, which I'm pretty sure it was. So we're just going to buy 5 of these. Because we got money. And we don't have a lot of raw materials anymore. We could buy some more steel plates too, while we're at it. So I think we want to sell laser pistols. Yeah, we could sell like 4 of them. Well, up to 4. We didn't actually want 4. We'll sell the shotguns as well. Okay, now they're giving us money in addition to these supplies, so I'm happy with that. Do we need Energium? No. Do we need Hyperium? No. Alright, that's a pretty good trade. So thinking about remodeling our crew quarters here. What do we want to do with this? I feel like people sometimes sleep in the hallway even when there are beds available. Puzzles me. And people are just like that, I don't know. Kind of want to keep the shuttle bay window because I think it's cool. Let's see. The new version, the next version of the game, they're coming out with new styles of table and stuff like that. I think I've seen this style of couch before, is it? No, it must have been there before. I think they redid the art for this maybe in the last release. Because this used to look different. It used to be just like a regular couch, now it's like a special metal, like, has that little like rim lighting on the back so it matches with the other types of furniture that are there, which is cool. Oh, that's it's different from the other 2x1 couch, actually. It's a different kind of furniture. So we do something like that. I'll do the other side. There we go. It's kind of blocking the door, though. I guess that's okay. I mean, crew members can go around both sides here. So if we did that, then all this area could become beds, which I think makes way more sense than the way we have it now. Then we would move the algae dispensers in the kitchen into this area. There's practically nothing in this kitchen right now. I think what we're gonna do probably is let's build a new kitchen over here. Move the algae dispensers one at a time. How do we want these to be situated? Maybe like that. Just playing around with the configurations to find something that looks good. That's not bad. Doesn't leave any room for like a rec area though. But we could have a separate rec area still over here. You guys don't have a window, so... Well, maybe we want them to have a window. No, I like the idea of having the table in the middle better, I think. And having them be able to look out over the shuttle bay, see their buddies working out there. Go, they're not on break, we are. That's definitely how they do. Yeah, that goes flush with the wall, this doesn't, that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this layout. Do I like that better than the old layout? It wastes more furniture for the same amount of seating. It kind of looks cooler though. I don't know, I'm being indecisive. What do you guys think? Should I like try to make this more efficient somehow? So this actually would be more efficient. It's basically the same as what we have now. We're getting 3 sides of each table this way. I wonder if we can combine them together into one long table. Is that allowed? It's gonna be a pain to fix if something gets broken, but it'll be like that. I think that'd be cool. We're gonna try that and see if that works for the crew. If it does, then we have an extra space where we can put like another couch there like that, maybe. Or we could line this with like jukeboxes. We could have multiple eating areas too. We don't have to have it all in one room. I'll see how the crew feels about this configuration, whether they're able to actually use this chair arrangement, even though it's like flush with each other. They actually redid the footprint of this U-shaped furniture too. It used to be that there was like a gap, so you couldn't have them right next to each other joining like that. They did away with that, I guess. Oh, you know what? Actually, an even better idea. Since we have the option to do this now, we can actually just make this longer, I think. Let's put this over here. Put a table in the middle there, and then we can use these little. I think that's what these new little 1x benches are for, is to just extend that like that. Oh, that's afraid. That's unfortunate. Can we leave like one gap on the one side here? Like that? Yeah, I like that. Okay. Kind of looks cool too. They've got like a huge eating area that can accommodate everybody. We're probably going to want to shrink the second kitchen here and put in like a little bit more crew quarter area. Cultists who were temporarily at ceasefire with are coming into the sector here. I think we're going to go check out another derelict. Let's go do that real quick. So worry about finishing up our furniture production in the next area here. I'm not going into that nebula, it's not worth for a couple derelicts. Oh, I do still have to kill these slavers though. Let's check out this derelict. Hopefully the slavers will drop in on us later after we've had some time to process the resources on board so we don't have to fly anywhere. Okay, let's see. Oh, infectors. Launch fighters. We have the capability to deal with this now, I think. It might result in some crew members getting infected, though. That's what we're gonna do. So we gotta shoot these down just like the robot attack craft. These little things as soon as they launch. We have a little bit longer time to shoot them, but they're also a lot more durable. They're kind of like mini dropships. Yeah, okay, so we got the one. No problem. Okay. Taken care of. So the quick response from our combat air patrol and the forward defense cannons, we deflected the alien infestation attempt. Okay. Sophia's in a fighter pod, so I have to give her a minute to get back so she can join the away team. This is probably going to be a heavily infested ship. It's a perfect excuse for me to start building some missile turrets, which we don't have the research for yet, so we can't do that. Never mind. Yeah, we're going to park. Now we have two interesting options here. Our option one, we could come over, actually three options. We could come over here. This gives us like maneuvering room, so we can kind of walk circles around the aliens, and then we can clear the ship from one end to the other. Option two, we could come out here and see right into the center of the ship. Maybe we luck out, there's a nest there. But then there's this other gap on the other side of the ship that has more maneuvering room around it, so I think it's the best of both worlds. So I'm going to go with door number 3. Let's put our turrets online, because I think their regular turrets can support our guys, even though energy turrets won't do much. Like when the shuttles pull up in sync with each other, it's just so satisfying to me. So far, no contacts. Okay, we see an alien here. Looks like the nest is on this end, maybe. Yep, there it is. Just gonna wait until this door is cleared. Send somebody forward to open it and then run away. There we go. There's multiple different routes that we can go. There might be multiple nests in this. You gotta keep that in mind. Hello? I think the face huggers in the next version of the game are going to be super scary. Just realized we never did pick up that little credit shit that was on the other derelict, I don't think. The one Slavers Guild derelict that we saw. There we go. Could have managed that a little better, but we have such a big crew relative to the strength of these guys that it's not really a concern. Okay. So once we get to this point, we want to bust in here as quickly as possible so we can kill all the eggs before they hatch. Gotta be a little careful though. This is pretty good terrain for it. If the terrain is really like narrow and windy, you can get yourself in trouble doing that if the eggs are hatching as you're coming in. There we go. Derelict explored. I was kind of hoping for some water. We didn't get any, but that's okay. We can take this guy off the turrets. We never used him. So let's turn off logistics to this other kitchen. So this other kitchen will eventually... It's actually already out of food, so we can just demolish it. These algae dispensers are already active, so we can probably get rid of this one. Actually, is there room to have a third one in there? Let's check. No, there's not, because it's going to block the pathing. So I'm thinking what we might do here is bring this down to one table instead of two in this room, and then extend the bedrooms out, something like that. Or we could also... The thing is, I don't really like this room, the way that this is laid out. I want the rooms to be like neat and lined up together like this. We could maybe think about doing away with these two med beds, and since we've got 4 of them in the shuttle bay now, making those extra bedrooms. I think that'd be a good idea, actually. I don't think we need 6 med beds, really. Oh, that one's of use currently, but that's okay. Way I could get relocated. Alright, so let's go ahead and convert this one since it's not being... just click on there. I think I clicked on eject item by accident instead of dismantle. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead and convert this to a bedroom. I'm going to move the door over so it matches all the other ones that we already have here. Why can't I? Oh, there's an ISP dispenser there. Oh, that's important. Let's just put those along the front wall. Let's have that be like the standard location where they are. Okay, another bed goes here, and then a bedside table. And maybe put some cross ventilation if we wanted to. I think we're okay for now, though. So can we fit a jukebox in here anymore? Probably not. We'll put one here, technically. Put a jukebox over here, because I just like... I think it's cool to have it kind of in the big kitchen area where everybody is. And then this is going to be like the arcade, I think. So it'll be like a secondary kitchen area. They want to delete this. Let's clear this whole room and then we'll remodel. You could also think about making this corridor narrower. I'm going to delete this chair. I'm going to move this arcade machine for the moment. Put it at the end here. Might just put a jukebox over there, I don't know. We'll see. So with that, we can actually make this corridor down to 1 square if we wanted to. I think we do want to do that. I think I'm going to leave this one mud bay on the other side of the hall because it's just actually, no, there's no reason that can be a bedroom. Let's make it a bedroom. I'm going to put this door in door storage. And this, actually, we can just do this. Let's cancel that, demolish this wall, we'll demolish this thing, and then we'll move that door around to the other side and fix the wall. Could also think about just making this a little corridor or something. I don't think this can be moved, can it? Oh, the arcade machine there. No, it's never gonna work. Okay. Yes, we could just keep that as a little corridor so that the crew can get directly to the shuttle bay. That might be a more direct route to the bridge, actually, than taking the main corridor, which isn't the worst thing. No, I think I don't like it though. It just doesn't look good. I think this looks better. What's going on here? Some part of your ship is unreachable. How is that? Why is the square impassable? I don't understand. I'll delete that wall just so nobody gets like stuck back there or something. It's weird. I think that was a bug. Okay, so now going to put more beds on the other side of the hall here. Or maybe we have the hall do like an L, and then we have this, because I want there to be a window. Door storage. Let's see. This is also giving us time, by the way, to do the research on the rocket turret, so it's not a complete waste of time. I'm just going to dismantle it. We have so many soft blocks, I don't really have to worry about wasting these. So we're just going to dismantle all these little things here. Door storage. Okay, this is going to go here for now. Okay, now we got a whole room that we got to decide what to do with. So supposing that we want another row of beds along this wall. Let's make them... I think let's actually start making some single beds here, so let's see what we can actually fit. So assuming we want a double wide quarter, that's just enough space for 2 bedrooms. We could maybe fit 2 more on the other side of the hallway here if we make like a narrow side hallway. Kind of like that idea. And then we can move something from door storage to complete that room and complete this room. Okay, I like that. And then this could be a dance floor, could be crew quarters, something along those lines. People are still sleeping in the hallway. Hopefully we'll have that sorted pretty soon. Although there are empty bed spaces that people just don't feel like using, apparently? I don't know. Hey guys. Go sleep in beds. They don't want to. Okay. Is it too cold in here? Too hot in here? Not enough light? What? I don't get it. Are you guys just like sleeping on the floor types? There you go. So at least somebody appreciates the work that I've done here. Let's see. So I think we're going to go with the approach of having a long, slightly elongated couch here. It's the wrong type of thing. Doesn't quite. It's like that. That's how I want it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we got that. So we got kind of an open construction here. We'll put 2 more tables down. Could, if we wanted to, have it wrap around 3/4 of the way like this one does. Do we want to do that? Let's see what that would look like. So like that. Yeah, okay. I'll dig it. I'll buy that. And then let's get... We have a jukebox in here. This is kind of like a standard diner configuration, right? They got like the kind of booth table with like the jukebox sort of on the end. I think that's gonna be cool. And then from there we need an arcade, right? I have a proper arcade. Question is, can we fit in another row of beds? And I think the answer is no. Let's just try though. Definitely gonna fit, not gonna fit 2 more bedrooms in here. We might fit 1. If we made like a oblong bedroom like that with a nightstand off to the side, that would actually work. It doesn't leave us as much room for arcade machines. Don't we have more doors and door storage? I think we do. Yes. There we go. Now we still got room for a little arcade out here. I'm happy with that. Arcade. Gotta fix this wall because it's bugging me. Here we go. So it's a graphical glitch. Furniture. Sorry, facility. My question is, how do we arrange the arcade machines? I think we can just have them back to back, kind of in the middle, like that. But we don't want to build 6 all at once, but I think that's awesome. I think it's going to be awesome when it gets built. Let's do, like, how many tech blocks do we have? 3 right now? Let's do 2 to start with. We'll have them back to back like that. Yeah, okay. Beautiful. I love it when a plan comes together. And now we can put a window at the end. And that window is not going to get disrupted as we build more. Not gonna be able to see much out there, but that's okay. I'm gonna move this thermal regulator to a different wall so I can put a window in this bedroom as well. Could have a window going to the pod bay if we wanted to here. I don't think that makes a lot of aesthetic sense though. Here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm very happy. Let's go ahead and go find more resources since we've been sitting here for quite a while. Well, let's also check real quick. I want to check what our energy cell production thresholds are. I think we want to go up to like 12 probably. Since we're able to, of course, with the resources that we have. Okay, we got one more derelict to check out on the way. Did we ever finish looting these 2 things? I just want to look real quick. I think we did. We didn't finish salvaging everything. Do we need the scrap? We need tech scrap, kind of. This one still has energy scrap, so yeah, let's stop here for a second. I'll check my work messages again real quick. I think I might have to go pretty soon. My fiance is bringing groceries home and I have to help her unload the car. Okay, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta wrap in like 5 minutes. Oh, we don't actually need these guys on the bridge stations while we're doing the salvage ops. I wonder if we need more infra scrap to get electronics components. Yeah, we're out of infra scrap. I think we do need that. We've burned through all of our surplus fruit supply here, unfortunately. We gotta start more grow beds, but I'm gonna wait till we get the. Say we wait till they get the infra scrap. We can start 1 or 2 maybe. We have no raw chemicals is the biggest problem. Raw chemicals is our fertilizer. Rather, if we use up all of our fertilizer units, then next time one of these things needs fertilizer, the food is gonna die, which isn't much good for us. Better if we save the last few units of fertilizer for the things that are already growing. This little red dot at the bottom right corner of my screen here, I thought it was something like smeared on my screen, like I spilled something. I was like, what the heck is that? And I went to like wipe it off with my thumb, and it's just an asteroid in the background. And we somehow ran out of water again already. That's a big problem, actually. The Maelstrom has joined us once again. Did you find any more water while you were out of sector? You did. It's expensive, but we'll take it. What else you got for us? No more electronics components. We definitely don't need the carbon right now. Could actually sell some carbon if we wanted to. I don't really want to though. We'll probably end up using it sooner or later through the carbon producer, CO2 producer. We could sell these super blocks since we're not going with jammers in this playthrough. Actually, we might do a smaller satellite chip with a jammer, so we'll keep like 4 of them. We don't need the money though. Yeah, we'll sell a couple of them. We'll sell 2 more assault rifles and like 2 submachine guns. And what do we take from them in return? Some steel plates to make up for our low raw materials. Some energy cells. Let's do 2 steel plates and 2 energy cells. Maybe actually we're out of energy cells. Let's buy all 3 of them that they have here, even though it's a little expensive. I think it's worth. Keep our robots running, keep our shields up, all that kind of good stuff. Do we have a... Oh, Xylogex is... I was looking at that guy thinking he was a crew member because he was a different color than the prisoners, but he's just a prisoner from a faction that we're at a ceasefire with, is what it is. Okay, we can start recruiting Ramona Valentine. Is that a relative of Faye Valentine? This gray guy still does not want to join the crew. He keeps thinking about it and then changing his mind. What a guy. He really wants to rebel. Maybe we gotta give him an arcade machine in there instead of a jukebox, I don't know. Oh, I never built this thing I was gonna build on here, which is called a composter. That'll help a little bit with the water supply. So we're starting to accumulate biomatter, which means we're not reclaiming all of the water. They're contacting me about their crew member that I have on board, and I'm not willing to give back that crew member, so they can suck it. Did we finish this already? No. Okay. Post of more than 5. All right. We're pretty much done here. We could have gotten a little more infra scrap off of this, but that's okay. Move on to another sector, or onto the derelict anyway. Let's see what we got going on over here. More alien infestor things. Gonna launch fighters. Once that green bar fills up, they come on board the ship and start trying to infect the crew, or hatch aliens, or whatever it is that they do. Well, we get enough firepower to prevent that, fortunately. Rocket turret technology, sweet. Let's look at our technology tree and see what's up next. I think Bulletproof Vest is a pretty good one. Laser Weapons is also really good. We could think about doing the Armored Vests. We don't have a lot of plastic is the only thing. Might save that until later. Let's move up the hamster and the chimp in the list before the targeting jammer, I think. Alright, I have to wrap up here, guys, actually, because my fiance is home with the groceries, and I gotta give her a hand. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch, or subscribe. It's free if you're watching on YouTube. Atomic, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. And everybody, I hope you have a good afternoon and a good weekend if I don't see you. Take care.